I got a new job, and a few months in, noticed that my chill boss was so chill because they weren't doing anything. Early on, they would invite me to important calls with our most important external clients, and I'd ask if I needed to prepare anything, and they'd say no. Then, a couple of minutes before the call, they'd tell me they couldn't come and that I was running the meeting. Or they would show up and then directed at me say, all right, take it away. Eventually, I figured out they were working a second job on the side and collecting 2 paychecks despite not doing anything at our shared job. They eventually left on their own terms.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
that sounds like a lot.
Chill boss.
I'm loving the quote, all right, take it away.
All right, take it away is very
I
fun.
might steal that.
Yeah. All right, take it away is very showbiz.
That's crazy. I actually didn't expect this that had like a plot twist at the end.
Oh, having 2 jobs and like, yeah. But it's kind of what we were saying earlier about everyone's got to be looking for that next gig.
Yeah,
Everyone's got to be scheming for that. Every job's a temp job.
Everything is a temp situation.
I get that that's frustrating if you're the employee.
That
and
sucks.
That's your
that
boss.
really sucks. If you're the employee, that really sucks.
But I think I think you would agree with me on this. Everyone should just be every job, get in, get out. You can't like
In, out.
yeah, like if your boss is shitty, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is like the company is not your life because you're going to
Yeah.
get these bosses more often than not. And this guy was making, I just assume it was a guy. It was like cheating out this company and making twice as much money and you're sitting there
Only
being
a guy would
I don't-
have the audacity. Actually, I don't know. I don't actually know that for sure.
Yeah, I guess anyone can swindle.
Anyone.
In 2026, anyone can
Anna
be a swindler.
Delvey, we know this
Yeah.
happens.
Some of the greatest swindlers of all time have been women.
True. Also, one idea for the can I call them a caller? What are they, like a typer?
You know,
Yes.
typer,
yes,
caller,
to both.
yeah,
So
caller,
one
listener.
idea for the typist.
Mhm.
I think this person could take an improv class because then
Okay, I'm just gonna.
No, that's a
after-
brilliant idea.
I'll let you
Right?
finish your thought.
So
but-
take the improv class, and that way when it's like, all right, take it away, they don't have to prepare as
Sure.
much.
They don't need a
as,
suggestion. They can just yes
Yeah.
and
They-
the
yeah, they can
business
just-
meeting.
Yes, and it, and maybe like with enough business jargon, like and enough years, like they can kind of just like do that and not have to like be stressed about the fact that they keep being put in the.
Sure. I just
Throw in the
cringe at
spotlight.
any advice that is they should take an improv class.
Wait, have you ever taken an improv class?
I've taken many.
Oh,
yeah.
so see, that's why I've
Yeah,
only
well,
taken
that's-
2,
Okay.
and I think maybe when
On
you've only
Zoom
taken
or
2,
in person?
the first one was in person. I loved it. It was the first thing I ever did in comedy, and I was like, "This is so funny."
At UCB?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and I just thought it was so funny. I did like the week one. I think my group was also just every single person was extremely funny. I think.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what's going on with the outfits because I came from working in fashion, and I was like, this is strange. I don't really get, but maybe I don't know. I didn't know that improv was
Pooja,
nerdy.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably got a normal improv room and that was a decent reaction.
I think that like
Oh,
I
that's
get
so
improv
funny.
is seen as nerdy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that because I thought it was so magical.
No, it's
It's so funny if people are good.
I think it goes through eras. When I was there, I was like in my early 20s and it felt very like this is what you have to do
Oh.
if you want to be successful in comedy. And it was like it wasn't competitive by any means, but it just felt very like yeah, you do this level and then you do the next one, then you can try out for a team. And if you're on a
Right.
team, well, here we go. Maybe
Yeah.
someone will come see you at a show and then all of a sudden you'll be on SNL or you'll be on The Daily Show or whatever. It felt like the thing to like get you noticed. So I think it was a little more like like it wasn't like as goofy when I was there.
Yeah, I don't think my group, I mean, some of them might have been a little more intense, but this group, I think one person was just this lady from China who just like did this as
Yeah.
one of the things she was going to do in the US and just for a little
Hell
bit.
yeah.
And she was maybe the funniest one.
Yeah.
Her timing, where is she now? Like, did she just, was that it for us? Because
That's really there's something about the Where Are They Now about like 101 improv
yeah,
classes.
they were all, I think everyone in that class was so funny. And I think if the typist would like to take an improv class,
Sign 'em up.
I think it could help.
There are a lot of people in those intro classes that do it for lots of different reasons, like to be better at public speaking, better in their jobs, like you're saying, that are not all pursuing comedy. Those intro classes are so interesting. I love watching them because they're
Yeah.
not all people that are pursuing a career in entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was there, like 101 and 201, the first couple levels were very like there'd be lawyers, There were like
Yes.
couples that were
Yeah.
clearly just doing it as like a fun couple activity of like, we should take a class together. And I remember being there and like, it was like the class, like half the people were like, we're fucking gonna make it. Like we're
Yeah.
comedian. And the other half is like, I'm having a good time. I'm 50, you know? Like and we're like in our 20s, like, we don't have time. We have to hurry. Like
That's
it was just-
already so funny though.
It's so stupid.
Even
yeah.
enough, it's
When I think about how seriously I took it for being so mediocre at it, I'm like,
I
what?
doubt that.
I mean, I was like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest with you. I was okay. Like,
Okay.
And there were people, you know, there's always people in these things. You're like, damn, they have it.
Yeah, they're
And I
really
knew
good.
this was not my thing, but like, I tried so hard. And then like
Yeah.
after like the first few levels, then it starts to get to the people that are like,
It peters down.
yeah, like
or up.
SNL or bust type people. And it's like,
Mhm.
it's interesting. You should keep doing it though. I'd imagine you'd be very good.
But you just said that you cringe at the thought of improv.
back-
Is
I
that an
think it's-
insult?
no,
Is that a
it's a-
backhanded insult?
No, I think for me it was not right. I think you
I don't think it's right for me.
okay.
Now we're just fighting over who is least right for
Who's
improv.
more of a
You see the
loser,
improv-
basically.
But
No,
we
there's nothing
improv-
wrong with it. I
We
met
do
nice
it a
people.
lot though. You're like we do it in the show a lot. I feel
I
like
know.
there's enough outlets.
But see,
for
I
it.
think that kind of improv, like ad-libbing on a set or like even just chatting like this, I think that to me is so much more rewarding than like there's like a desperation to long form improv where I always felt like, okay, now we got to bring back the second beat. And what was the joke with the, I'll just walk out and start mooing or something. And you're like, what the fuck am I
You're
doing?
like, I haven't talked in a while.
What
That's
the
like that was
yeah,
my
yeah.
main thing.
I would be like, so they're all thinking that guy's been standing on the back for a while. It's time for me to just get in there and pretend I'm robbing a bank for no reason. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck was I doing? Like, I was like, this is-
Yeah. No, it's
I'm not even thinking
stressful.
about funny. I'm just thinking about like, oh, it's my time.
Yeah. I'm like, I have barely done anything and people
Yeah.
are gonna notice that.
Yeah.
No, it's I think it's really hard. I think like regular improv like that is so hard. And the people that
It's
are really good at
extremely
it
hard.
are amazing.
Yeah, I think my thing that brought me away from the church was that it was
Whoa.
like well, it was like the day after you could have like a really fun show where you did feel like you were contributing,
Mm-hmm.
and the day after, like I don't know, 24 hours later, like that night, you're like having a drink with a friend, and you're like, "How'd the show go last night?" And you're like, "It was really good." It's like we had this one bit where like we were like, you know, and you just like all of a sudden you're like, "Oh yeah, it's just here today, gone tomorrow," and I
Yeah.
was like, I need to start like writing jokes. I need to like try to like I need to like create a Brooklyn coffee shop or need to be doing things where it's like there's material that exists in the world, like whether that's
Right.
stand up or I think that's what like got to the point where I was feeling like even when it went as well as it possibly could have gone, no one would remember it a week later. And it was like
That's like kind of heartbreaking. It's
there's
temp.
something beautiful about it in the
It's
sense
a
of like
temp
this is a shared
comedian.
intimate theatrical experience, you know?
Yeah,
And when the
yeah.
energy's great, you're like, wow, we're a part of this.
No, it is.
But then it's
and
gone and you're like,
You're like, that was my moment. I think if you're so good that you're like producing hits every week or whatever on your
Mm-hmm.
improv team, then like you're not that worried. But I wasn't good enough. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I had one good hit, I was like, now they're just gonna forget that. You can't pin it to the top of your page like you can on TikTok and
Mm-hmm. No,
Instagram.
yeah, you got to be able to pin. You got
gotta
to be able to
pin
what you're
your
doing.
best of,
in
like-
this day and age, in this industry. you
Yeah.
need to be able to pin something.
Pin it to the top. Do not forget, and I'm gonna repost it in a year too. Yeah, because that was funny. And
Thinking back on this, I had to start.
thinking back on when I made this really good joke.
So anyway, to our typist, that take an improv class if you think it's your thing, you know.
Yeah.
And
That would be what comes out of this podcast, like as the advice.
yeah, our only sponsors,
Yeah.
comedy theaters that are shutting down.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that sounds like a lot, and
Yeah.
hope that boss is behind bars. I don't know.
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't-
not-
Yeah,
I hope that boss, like, at least maybe gets fired. I don't know how
a
easy
stern
it is to get
talking to
someone
by someone else at their new job.
fired. Yeah.
Okay, so no, I want to talk about your international work.
Oh my God. Okay.
Am I wrong? I thought you went to.
I posted, so I think what it is like I'll do like one thing and then I
Mm-hmm.
post about it like as much as I can.
See,
So it
that's
kind of
so great.
seems like maybe
I'll do a
more-
bunch of things and post about it once, and I'm like, I need to have your mindset of like sharing your work more often. But I thought you were in Thailand for something.
I was so
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
last year I was in Thailand and then a couple weeks ago, or I guess now maybe a month or two ago, I was in Tokyo.
You were in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is like actually that is cool.
Yeah. People are paying you to do work across the globe.
That yeah, I couldn't believe it. The Thailand one was for W Hotels. Shout out, love
Very
you
cool.
guys.
Yeah.
And they were basically, this was like when White Lotus, the last season
I remember
came out.
this now. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they didn't shoot the White Lotus at the W, but like they were kind of
Yeah.
like that was kind of the theme of what we were making over there.
Cool.
And it was cool. We like did all the activities that they did in White Lotus. Like we did like a full moon, I don't know if you saw like the last season of it, but
yeah.
we went to a lot of the places from it, and it was really cool.
That's really fun.
And yeah, just I think more than anything, just the idea of being there because of comedy somehow.
I know.
That is like what was so crazy to
I think
me.
that's why I'm like, you should be so like prideful of that. Like you
Thank
made a little
you.
thing. I don't want to say little thing, but you know what I mean? Like comparatively, like when we're talking about TV shows like The White
Right.
Lotus, like you made your own thing contained, and it's gotten you such accolades and such popularity that you're able to be like, oh, they're flying me to Thailand
Yeah.
and they're paying me to work on this thing. Like
Crazy.
It's a really, I mean, I know it sounds so silly to people that are like more successful than us, but like I think it's like fantastic. And then
No, I think like the first time I was like, okay, this is crazy, but like this probably I can't expect this again.
Yeah.
But then this year when the Tokyo thing happened, I
Tokyo
was like,
came
oh
calling.
my gosh. And
what was that one for? It was like a drink or something?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
for this brand called -169.
What kind of drink is it? Energy drink or something?
So you know how like in Lost in Translation, he's going there to do like a Suntory commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
So Suntory like also owns this brand, which is amazing because it feels like that movie.
Cool.
But it's like a vodka seltzer
Oh, cool.
with like frozen. They like freeze the fruit at -169 degrees.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's called. That's what it's
Sure.
called. I know all about it.
In the lab making up Japan's White Claw.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the one in Japan also has like a 9%. Like it's like way more
Oh, so
alcoholic
it's insane.
than the one here, which is like way, way, way less. People are mad about that in the comments. They're like really mad
Mad about what? Like,
that they
it's-
wish it was like the same as Strong Zero, which is like the Japanese, the one that's there that's like way more. They have this in like all the 7-Elevens over there.
I see. Have you been to Japan before this trip?
Yeah, but I was like 17 and I
Gotcha.
went and I was like, my dad had to go for a work trip and I was like, I'm just gonna go.
Sure.
So I loved it then, but I feel like now after being an adult for
Yeah.
what feels like forever, I feel like now I had a new appreciation of all these other things over there. And I was
Sure.
like, I could not contain my excitement to go there again.
What'd you do that you loved? Like, what was How long were you there for?
I was there for 2 weeks. I decided to
Damn.
like clear. And the funniest part, so before it was like up in the air where the location was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was 50-50 Kansas City or Tokyo. So for like weeks, I was like, either I'm going to Kansas City or Tokyo. Don't know.
I need to understand that. I need to understand what happened business decision wise, where they were like, they're so similar.
Yeah, it's like the classic,
Yeah, no one's gonna know one way or
situation.
another.
Kansas City or Tokyo. We all find ourselves at a crossroads like this at some point in our
Yeah.
lives. No,
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
it's because there was like a set in Tokyo that looked like a convenience store that was ready to be rented, readily available. And in
Sure.
Kansas City, they would have to like build it.
Mhm.
And this commercial takes place in the US. It doesn't even take place in Japan.
Damn,
But
what
it was
a
more
weird
expensive to
thing.
build it in Kansas City than to fly people to Tokyo.
What's going on in America?
I don't know. I'm so glad it wasn't my job to like do this.
But the company is Japanese, correct?
The company's Japanese. Yeah.
So weird that like
It's pretty crazy.
it's like I know like, but like the world of like TV and film too. It's like they're shooting everything in Toronto or Ireland or like
Yeah, everywhere
Vancouver. It's
but
like
here.
everywhere but here. I know like some things are happening, but it's so weird that it was more expensive to do it in Kansas City.
Yeah. I think the materials like to build the whole set from scratch.
That's absurd.
And maybe the labor, but like it was so in any case
But
I
it's
was like
easier to
thank
fly you guys a lot
God.
to Tokyo.
Yeah,
and
I was
put you
like
up. That's sure.
and then like I was like I don't care what's happening like in the following week of this. We are clearing it. Like I
Chilling.
just want to like I did so many things. I mean,
Where
it's
all
just
did
so
you go
amazing over
city
there.
wise?
I went to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Hakone, which is
Wow.
like in the mountains.
Cool.
And it
cool.
was just like, I think like the level of cleanliness and like the level of safety
Mhm.
and the level of quiet,
Mm.
those three things I didn't appreciate as much when I was younger.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now I'm like, oh, your body, like you don't even realize the way that you're like holding your body to deal with all of those things like in New York.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then you go to a place like that and you're like, oh, I feel safe everywhere. There is no catcalling.
Mhm.
There is no like if you drop your wallet, somebody like brings it back to you. Like
Sure,
there's
sure.
like people are putting their stuff over the seat on the subway because they're not even like they're putting their laptop there and like looking away.
Wow.
They're
yeah.
not worried someone will take it. And it's like, wow, I did not know this was possible.
Yeah, I go back and forth as I get older if it's good to feel this way. Like part of me is like, oh, I'm so alert and I'm so like, I pay attention to my surroundings living here for as long as I've lived here. But then I hear about something like this and I'm like, well, it does seem like a better
life.
culture. Yeah,
I know. I'm like, is
it
this
does seem
culture
like
just
they're
better?
just much nicer and cleanlier than the average American.